Hello guys, and welcome to part 6 of the BMW E46 M3 body project for Jamie FYD. Now it is going really well. In the last video I got the first portion of the M3 bonnet mould gelled up, so we're going to jump straight back into the action, if you can call it that, from where we left off. And yeah, let's see how far we can get with this bonnet mould in this episode. And let me tell you, when it gets to looking at the skeleton, yeah, I've got my work cut out for me. So yeah, stick around to the end so you can see just how awkward this work is going to be for me. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, guys, so you don't miss out on the future progress and future projects, because I have just started my next project, which is involving an E46 compact, and I haven't started filming yet, but I think I will. Let's see how it goes. But anyway, let's get all this out of the way first, shall we? So yeah, we're going to jump straight back in the action. First layer, well, both layers of gel coat are now down on the bonnet, so we're going to jump straight back into the action from there. Hope you enjoy, guys, and I will see you at the end of the video. And enough time has passed now that I've got the second layer of gel coat down on the bonnet, and I've just chucked choppies into all the radiuses to make my life a lot easier, because I'm including all these tabs because I want you to be able to fit your standard grille just like OEM. I want everything to fit in this just like OEM. So yeah, choppies are down. Got to go collect some more resin tomorrow morning because I don't have enough. Oh, I just realised I've missed some strips, but in all fairness, I didn't actually need to do these. These are so minor, it wasn't even needed. But yeah, I'll get this all laid up tomorrow. Once it's cured, flip it over, do the underside. Once that is done, and then just do the strips both sides, and this will be done. So I'm extremely excited with progress. It is Sunday now. I have 7 days. Jamie is coming in 7 days. He is coming next Sunday to collect bonnet, wings, skirts and full rear clam. Crazy deadline, but fingers crossed I'll get it done. I think the bonnet will be the one thing that is literally like going to be made at the very last second. It's going to be one of those things that he's going to turn up and I'm going to be rubbing down the very last bit of this. So hopefully not, but I kind of see it being that way. It is going to be right on the deadline. But yeah, excited to get this whole kit done, and then I'll have a full M3 kit available, bar the bumpers, but I'm hoping to have bumpers available at the start of 2024. Mid-November I start a massive project, and that's going to take me to the end of January, but I'll get more on that when it gets closer to the time. So yeah, I'm going to get some rest. It is now 10 to 9 in the evening, so yeah, it's now getting on. I'm now going to go get some rest and get some editing done. But yeah, really happy with where we're at right now, and I'll see you guys in the morning. Good morning, guys, we are back, and it is time to get the glass down on the M3 bonnet. Now I've already cut the first layer of 1 ounce mat. I'm now going to chuck this on, get it rolled in nice, and then I'll cut the next 2 layers, which will be 600 gram mat, so it's twice as thick as this. I'm doing this mould a little bit thinner than normal, purely for save money and to save time, because I just don't have a lot of time left now. And also is at this stage now where I lost all my footage for moulding the back end of the car. So if you've watched up to this point and you've you saw episode 3, part 3 on this. Yeah, part 3 didn't go very well because I lost days and days of footage. So yeah, I'm going to get this laid up and try and keep my chin up and keep going. And that's the first layer of glass down on the M3 bonnet mould. It was all nice and easy, over 90% of it. It was a little bit of a ball ache around the grill area. I didn't want to blank this off because one, it was going to take me ages. That was the only reason. It was going to take me ages, and I am doing pretty well at keeping these tabs replicated. There are just 2 at the top that I haven't quite got properly, but I'll get them on the next run, or when I flip it over and I can have gravity helping me a bit. But no, happy with that. I'm now going to jump on the rear clam mould that's over there and the wing moulds, and pull the side skirt moulds out and get everything sort of in situ prepped and ready, because we've got this week to get all the molds finished and everything made. Yeah, it's gonna be tight. Right, the day's getting on a bit now. It's about 3 o'clock now, but I'm now happy that this whole rear clam mold is now trimmed, clean. It just needs drying off, all the individual parts waxing up, and once they're all waxed up and ready, I'll bolt them all together, plasticine all the gaps, and then wax it one last time and get the first one made ASAP. So I'm happy about that. And these are my M3 side skirt molds. Now, for the longest time, I made these years ago and I never trimmed the crap off. Today, after doing that, I finally trimmed these. So I'm actually really like how my side skirt molds are looking now. So yeah, these just need to dry off, one quick wax, and I can make a set of these. Now that I've got all this prepped, the bonnet has finally cured with its first layer. I've cut the mat for that. So it is now time to get all the last layers of glass on this in one good hit, and hopefully that will cure in time before I go tonight, where I can remove these temporary flanges and get the underside prepped and yeah, get that started, because I am running out of time. So yes, rear clam, side skirts, bonnet, wing molds are over in the corner, and the boot lid, we'll come to the boot lid later. That is already done and waiting to go. Happy days. I now have all the glass on the first portion of the M3 bonnet mold. It is coming up to 5:45. It's just gone 20 to 6, so it's still enough time for this to cure for a few hours and give me a chance to flip it over and make a start on the underside. So I'm very happy about that. And I now have the rear clam mold ready to be waxed on the bench. The little bits and bobs for it are here. I'm now going to concentrate on getting the clam mold waxed, bolted together, plasticine, and maybe even gelled up before the end of today. Fingers crossed. Get back to you in a bit, guys. Peace. And something I forgot to point out on the bonnet, I was having a bit of an issue. This portion here would not go where it is meant to go, so it has hung off. So is this, it is pinged off, and this one has pinged off. That is not an issue. Once this is cured a little bit more, I'll green trim this back, I'll leave it, and once I've flipped it over, gravity will be on my side and I can just patch them in while I'm doing other stuff. So a little bit of an issue, gonna take some extra time, but fingers crossed it's not gonna take us over the deadline, because it is, like I say, it is coming up to 6 o'clock. It is currently Monday the 23rd of October. Deadline is the 29th of October. I still have to finish moulding this, prep the mould, as in do all the wet and dry and make it nice, and then do all the release agent, make a bonnet. I haven't got long left to get all this work done. Right, we are making some good headway here now. These have now been waxed multiple times, all bolted back together. The joins have all been plasticined. They just require one more go over with the wax and I can gel these up. But I'm going to leave that till the morning, because I only have about an hour left. It's now 8 o'clock and I'm only going to work till 9 in the evening this evening, because I've got to limit myself so I can actually, you know, get some rest. But now it is time to move back onto this bonnet. This is cured nicely now, so it is time to flip this over and prep the underside, guys. Let's get this flipped over and start prepping the underside. We now have the bonnet flipped over and I have just started removing the plastic flange that I built around it. So I'm now going to remove this from the entire bonnet and work out where I need to split it next. I definitely need to split it along the sides again and do them as separate pieces, and I may also need to do the same thing for the underneath of the nose, but I'll see. So I'll get back to you once I've cleaned this up and it's looking a little bit tidier. Right, so this has had a good tidy up now. I've removed all the lock points and that little lever. I've given it a wash. I've also given it an acetone wash because there was silver paint flecked all underneath here. So this is actually looking very tidy now, and this surface actually feels a lot nicer to work on than the face of the bonnet. The face of the bonnet was yeah, I'm still wondering if this is actually going to release. We'll come to that, but here we are. And yeah, this is going to be an absolute mission to prep. I mean, we've got our usual metal joins that need to be sealed up. We've got our gaps that run all the way along, all the little holes, and I'm not worried about them. I'm just going to tape over them, and these areas I'll just mask and tape in them if I've got enough mask and tape. If not, I'll just wax the absolute shit out of these so I can just scrape them clean once I'm done. Got a plasticine join that, so it makes that one piece. More gaps, another nice big gap there, more holes. But the fun part is when we get to here. Now I do apologise I haven't got a light, and we've now gone all wonky. Hang on, let me just sort this out. There we go. Now I know the light is really poor. 1 second. There we go. Hopefully we can see a bit better now. Excuse me. So yeah, this is going to be the real fun bit to try and replicate. And if I don't replicate something behind the nose cone here, it's going to be all flappy and shit, and I don't want that. Don't worry about this looking all tatty. This is all going to get sanded back and touched up because I've still got some bits I need to sort down here. The skeleton does stop shy of actually meeting that part there. It's just very, very small and tight up there. Now I'm not worried about how tight it is. I'm more worried about how small it is. Like, the mold's not going to be very strong, but yeah, I need to replicate that to make this a strong and complete bonnet. So yeah, there are lots of gaps, lots of holes, and that is going to be a ball ache. But it is now 9:15 in the evening. Oh god, I just caught everything on the table. Get rid of this light, put that there. But unfortunately it is now 9:15 in the evening. I've gone past my cut-off time, so I will continue with this in the morning, and we will also get the rear quarters gelled up tomorrow morning as well, so I'm very excited about that. I'm going to make them as 3 separate pieces, and then I'm going to bolt the 3 molds together, and then I'm going to join the 3 pieces. I'm going to laminate the 3 pieces together so that when Jamie gets here he can see one complete piece with the boot lid fitted as well. So yeah, I'm going to get some rest, do some editing, and I'll see you guys fresh in the morning. And that is going to do it for part 6, unfortunately guys. I don't want to get too far into this because the next few steps is probably going to take us well into 20 odd minutes and whatnot, and I want to keep these videos fairly short. I think this one's probably going to be about 14-15 minutes if I'm correct off the top of my head. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed guys. Again, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on future progress and the future projects. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one guys. Love you all, stay safe, see you soon.